May it please the court, opposing counsel, members of the jury. Love is blind. Love can blind a person, make you do such things you weren't even aware you were capable of. This is a case of how love can reflect on one's actions. Carrie Bellone and Carmen Bellone were happily married since the year 2007, and within a few years, they had a daughter named Bailey. Their relationship was stable until one night Carmen confessed to her husband, Carrie, that she was having an affair with Dylan Hendricks, the defendant. Carmen and Dylan met through an app known as Tinder and fell in love. The same app Bailey had found on her mother's phone of messages explaining that the only way for them to be together was if Carrie was out of the picture. However, Carrie was not the only one stopping them from being together. Due to the prenup, Carmen agreed to that she would lose everything unless Carrie were dead. On July 16, Carrie Bellone, the victim, was almost murdered. He was strangled with an extension cord in his very own house to the point he passed out. As the plaintiff in today's case, we will prove and meet our burden. We must prove to you beyond reasonable doubt that the defendant, Dylan Hendricks, purposely or knowingly engaged in conduct that, if successful, would have caused the death of another person. The facts and evidence will show the following. Carrie Bellone is a pilot who does his best in order to provide for his family. He is 38 years old, married to Carmen, and with a daughter named Bailey. When he is away attempting to support his family, Carmen takes care of Bailey. One day, as Carrie was away, Bailey found messages on the app known as Tinder on Carmen's phone. Tender messages between Carmen and not Carrie, but Dylan Hendricks. Carmen was having an affair with Dylan Hendricks, the defendant. As much as Bailey wanted to tell her father, she was told not to by Carmen. Later on, Bailey overheard Carmen and Dylan arguing over the fact Dylan wanted to stop sneaking around, yet Carmen mentioned she couldn't tell Carrie or she'd lose everything. Prior to the fact, she had signed a prenuptial agreement with Carrie. The prenuptial agreement shows Carmen would lose everything, including Bailey, unless Carrie were to die and Carmen were out of the country. Only then she would be awarded an amount of money. That led to the fact they had to find an alternative, another way out of this, in which they both agreed to due to their love for each other. Dylan claims to be in love with Carmen and would do anything for her. Where the tender messages show proof of them deciding between different choices to get Carrie out of their way. As they continue to sneak around, instead of telling Carrie, Carmen gave a key to Dylan for him to come in whenever he decided to. On July 2nd, Carmen confessed to Carrie she was having an affair with a man named Dylan Hendricks. And that same night, she left to Ecuador. Then on the night of July 16, Carrie went out to a restaurant named Chuggy's to celebrate his best friend's birthday, Morgan Jones. As Morgan realized Carrie was missing from the party, she began to look for him, walking towards his condo, where she walks into the living room and sees Carrie getting strangled. The person strangling Carrie turns around and begins to run. Morgan chased after him, and she could tell the person was familiar with the building. Morgan instead runs back to check on Carrie and finds him laying down unconscious. Morgan notices an extension cord next to Carrie and calls 911. As Detective M. Nichols showed up, he began to conduct his investigation. The investigation concludes that the suspect needed a key in order to access the back door, as well as needing access to enter the condo. Love can truly make you blind to one's actions, as nothing else seems to matter but love. At the end of this trial, we come before you and ask you to find the defendant guilty for the attack against Carrie Bellone.